Dispersive power of a prism. So first you must know what is dispersion. Dispersion is the splitting of white light into its constituent colors. Splitting of white light into its constituent colors is called dispersion. The band of colors of light is called its spectrum. So here a white light is incident on the prism. The prisms are so chosen such that the angle of the prism are small angled prism. Angle A is a small angle prism, roughly about 10 degrees. Roughly about 10 degrees. So a value of A is nearly 10 degrees only. This type of prisms we call it as small angle prism. There you can get high degree of deviations. High degree of deviation of these colors which are split into its constituents when white light is incident on it. Right? Listen here. So depending upon the wavelength and refractive index of different colors deviates through different angles. So this process of splitting of colors when white light is incident on the prism is called dispersion. So proper definition is, it is the splitting of white light into its constituent colors. The band of colors of light is called spectrum. So this full colors, combination of these colors, we call it as spectrum of colors or spectrum. Now we are going to calculate what is the dispersive power by deriving an equation for angular dispersion. We are going to calculate dispersive power. So dispersive power symbol is omega. Omega is dispersive power of a given prism. We know already the equation for refractive index. Equation for refractive index, mu equal to sine of A plus d by 2 by sine of A by 2. Take it as equation number 1. Mu equal to sine of A plus d by 2 by sine of A by 2 gives the refractive index of the given prism. We already derived in our previous video. Now, for the small angled prisms, D is chosen as delta. Now, in place of capital D, you just replace this delta. Write the equation, same equation as mu equal to sine of A plus delta by 2 by sine of A by 2. Just take it as equation number 2. There is only small difference between 1 and 2. Here capital D we have used for deviation. For small angle prism, angles are very small. We are using delta in place of D. That is the only difference between these two equations. Now, as I said earlier, A and delta are very small. A and delta are very small. A and delta are very small. You can write sine of A plus delta by 2 as just A plus delta by 2. That is sine of A plus delta by 2 equal to simply equivalent as A plus delta by 2. A plus delta by 2. Because for smaller values, the value sine does not have any impact on those angles. So sine A plus delta by 2 you can treat simply as A plus delta by 2, and again sine A by 2 is equated to just A by 2. Equation number 3 and 4. As angles A and delta are very small, sine value is not going to affect the calculation. So sine, instead of sine we are simply taking it as removing sine, because angles are very small, it does not have any impact. So A plus del by 2 is equal to A plus sine A plus del by 2 is equal to A plus del by 2, and sine A by 2 is just A by 2. Clear? Now equation 2 becomes n equal to or mu equal to a plus del by 2 by a by 2. Simplification of this equation leads to a plus del by a. Mu equal to a plus del by a, which is further simplified into 1 plus del by a. Take this equation number some 5, right? And again further simplification, del by a equal to n minus 1 or del equal to n minus 1 into a. Take it as equation number 6. So this is the main equation from which we are going to get the other equations. We are just simply applying for different colors. For violet color, for red color, what is deviation, what is refractive index. That's all. With that we can come to the end of the equations. When white light enters the prism, the deviation is different for various colors and refractive index also different for different colors. So deviation is more for violet, deviation is less for red. Refractive index of violet is more when compared to refractive index of the red. So in between colors assumes the values in between violet and red, right? Now this general equation delta equal to n minus 1 into a. If we apply for violet color, this general equation is applied for violet color. For violet, delta V equal to n of V minus 1 into A. Take it as equation number 7. So see, this is for violet. For violet, in place of delta we are writing delta V, in place of n we are writing NV. That means refractive index of violet minus 1 into A. Then the general equation is modified for this color. And for red color, for red, delta R equal to n of R minus 1 into A. So this is for red color. This is deviation for red color and this is refractive index for red color, n of R minus 1 into A, right? Now 7 minus 8, here 7 minus 8 gives, subtract 8 from 7, which you get delta V minus delta R equal to NV minus NR into A. So equation number 9. Delta V minus delta R equal to N refractive index of violet minus refractive index of red into A angle of the prism. So this is one important equation. Now this delta V minus delta R is called angular dispersion. So this term is called angular dispersion. So what is angular dispersion? Now we are defining what is angular dispersion. It is the angular separation between two extreme colors. It is the angular separation between two extreme colors. Here extreme colors are concerned, violet and red. These two are extreme colors, VIP GR, starting at V and ends at VR. So VIP GR, so starting color is violet, ending color is red. So two extreme colors are violet and red. So angular dispersion, we are defining this term angular dispersion, which is the separation between two extreme colors, violet and red, in the spectrum. Now angular separation is depending upon, what are all the terms involved in the right hand side of this equation? It depends upon the refractive index and angle of the prism. angular dispersion is dependent on refractive index, that is the material with which the prism is made, and angle of the prism. Make a note of these 2 points. Angular dispersion is dependent on refractive index and angle of the prism. And then for the mean colors, this is for 2 extreme colors, angular dispersion. For mean colors, you can choose any 3 colors among the 3 colors, green, yellow and blue. Green and yellow, blue are mean colors. I am considering here green as a mean color. Green as a mean color, for which delta green. So delta green, where green is mean color, equal to n of green minus 1 into A. So this is for green color. I am choosing it as, this is mean color. This is mean deviation and mean color. So deviation is mean deviation. I am choosing for green color, which is lies in between red and violet. Okay. Now just you are going to substitute in the formula dispersive power. Dispersive power. You can define dispersive power as the ratio between angular dispersion and mean deviation. Dispersive power is the ratio between angular dispersion and mean deviation. So dispersive power is defined as the ratio between angular dispersion and mean deviation. So we already derived equation for angular dispersion and mean deviation, these 2 equations, equation 9 and 10. So this is angular dispersion and this is mean deviation. So substitute these 2 values here. Omega equal to delta V minus delta R by delta. In terms of deviation, it is angular dispersion by deviation. This is another equation, take it as some equation number 11. In terms of deviation, dispersive power is defined as angular dispersion, ratio between angular dispersion and mean deviation. Substitute the values of delta V, delta R and delta. Here delta G we considered. We will get, again we can define omega, dispersive power equal to n of V minus n of R by n minus 1. So this is the required equation for dispersive power in terms of refractive index of violet, red and mean color. N is mean color. If specifically asked in your question, if it is given whether it's yellow, blue or green, you can write the respective color, or else you choose either green, yellow or blue. Unless otherwise specifically given, you can choose any 3 colors which is mean to violet and red. Right? Take it as equation number 12. This is the final required equation. Now, if you concentrate on this equation, omega is mere the ratio of same physical quantities, that is refractive index. In numerator and denominator both are having refractive index. The refractive index itself is a unitless and dimensional quantity. Since it is same ratio, so omega also does not have any unit or dimension. It is dispersive power is, first point, it is unitless or dimensionless. So among the following 4 units will be given, 4 physical quantities will be given. Choose the unitless dimensions or unitless quantity, physical quantity. There among the 4, dispersive power also given. Among the 4 physical quantities, one of the physical quantities will be given as omega. So you are supposed to pick the answer as omega is unitless and dimensionless, right? Then omega is always positive, dispersive power is positive. dispersive power is positive value only. There is no negative allowed here, only dispersive power is positive value. And again, it depends upon refractive index, so material with which the prism is made. So it depends on the material of the prism, depends on the material with which it is made, material of the prism, because refractive index is related to the material of the prism. So in the right hand side of the equation we are having only refractive index, right? So it depends upon the refractive index depends upon the material, right? Then another important point is there is no A factor here, omega. There is no A factor. A is angle of the prism, so it is independent of angle of the prism. This is the main question. Refractive index is independent of A. A is angle of the prism. So unitless or dimensionless, dispersive power is always positive. It depends upon the material of the prism because it is related to refractive index. So refractive index is solely dependent for the dispersive power and independent of angle of the prism. There is no A term here, so it is independent of A. So dispersive power is independent of, right? So in our next video, I will give some problems related to refractive index and dispersive power, and competitive examination also. Some questions will be given in my next video. So keep watching my video continuously without break. Goodbye.